told you we was giving you the okay back today to make a way. He gonna die today.
Man, so we got DJ Wurkk in with us.
What's happening?
First ever interview, huh?
Yes.
How did that happen? How have you never done an interview?
Because I've always played the background. I've always been behind the scenes for the longest. I've never really wanted to expose who I guess I like Ghost from
Power.
From Power. Like I never really, because of my background of the streets and stuff like that, I never really wanted to be like a visual public figure, and I never really wanted to like speak on it. But as I started stacking the credentials I have, who better than guys?
Appreciate that. Appreciate you letting us be the first one. So since it is the first interview you've ever done, we kind of need to tell like the whole story, at least somewhat. So kind of just talk about, did you grow up in Oklahoma your whole life, or?
No, not my whole life. All right, so I was born in Los Angeles, California.
Okay.
Really Watts, California. All the way up to like a child. We'd say like 11, 12 years old. And it was bouncing around from place to place. And then I ended up growing up here though from that time.
But you were really raised in California from like a young kid?
Yeah, from a young kid until like down to grade school. I mean, till down to junior high school.
Okay. And then you moved to Oklahoma City. Where'd you move?
Northeast side America, okay. Oklahoma City, which has a lot of great history. You know what I mean? I have a lot of good and bad stuff to say, you know what I mean, about it, but it was all nutritious to my birth and everything. I mean, to the birth of who I am as an artist, producer, whatever, you know what I'm saying, DJ, whatever you want to say. So Oklahoma City is definitely my second home, for sure.
For sure. So kind of talk about the city at that time and just what that was like growing up out there on the, I mean, that's the east side still pretty much. So
yeah, it's different now though. Like if you think about how much people still have a stigma about the northeast side of Oklahoma City. At that time, it was like, it was cool to have creativity, but it was like, who was gonna see it other than our friends? So we really knew how much power we had then, because at that time, as long as you knew how to dance or rap, it didn't matter if you could shoot a basketball, throw a football or nothing. It was about people who knew how to flip. This is crazy, it's funny as hell, but this is really the truth. If you know how to flip, if you knew how to rap, and if you knew how to flip, rap, what was the other one? I just lost it that quick. If you can flip, rap, or dance, you was hard, period.
Talk about that era, because I always hear from like the older guys that, especially in Oklahoma City, like the dance shit was crazy. Like there was cliques and
so
like
I never
right?
really, bro, it got crazy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it started out, they had some cliques before my time of being in Oklahoma City, you know? But when I got here, I was in the beginning.
Did you get here before?
I got here late 95, early 96.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Around the time of Tupac passing. Bro, there was literally no cliques for my age group. You feel what I'm saying? It was like, it was either you was a gang member or you was just in the neighborhood, but it was so little gang members that we didn't get a chance to get that over influence. I came from California already a gang member, but it was like, who am I going to gangbang against?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't none of y'all ever killed none of my homies, ain't never shot or seen none of my friends, you know what I mean? So there's no way we can beef. So I came out here friendly as shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to be everybody's homie. But I knew there was boundaries still. I knew there's still something funky about crossing. So at that time, it was hard to mix and mingle. There was a breakup. This is what a lot of people don't know. North Highlands and the East Side didn't always get along for some, I'm gonna tell you the craziest reason. And it started when in my generation around, so this is before Tinseltown was even put up. Tinseltown, this is at the time when we had number skating rinks and the dance clique situation. This is all tie into what talents you had to have and what time period it was in. So I'm trying to put it in a capsule for you. If you were popular 9 times out of 10, you were at the skating rink. Here's the separation. Skateland was where everybody from the east side went to, and there's a lot of kids on the east side and somewhat of the west side, so they would go to Skateland in Midwest City.
Okay.
Everybody else on the north side, so if you was on the other side of Wilshire, everybody went to Fun Skate. And that switches off of 122nd. It's called Brunswick Bowl or something like that now. It's like off 122nd and Western or something like that now. 122nd and Penn.
Okay.
So that was our demographic. So we got bored of that. That's when the dance era came out. So the cliques started popping up left and right. There was no gang issue in it. You had dudes that was from different gangs a part of a dance clique. But we liked it because it was cool.
Yeah. So
I'm fixing to get ready to tell the tale on some people, starting with Sex Mob. I was even a part of this too. We used to put texturizers on our hair, like
like curls, shit like that.
Bro, this is around the time Nokia was a popular phone. It had the little snake game on it. And Ericsson had a little makeshift flip phone.
So
it was kind of a flip phone. It really wasn't a flip phone, but it looked cool like one. We all had these things, and girls was on you was the shit if you had one. For real. It wasn't no wait to 9 o'clock situation. It was still high to have that cell phone, but you had some kids with sport that was dancing. So at that time, we started to pay more of attention to, because I came out here from California, so I didn't really have any culture of the South or the Midwest. So when I got a chance to hear the music they were dancing to, I'm like, I kind of want to get into that. And I looked at it, so I knew how to dance by watching them and end up getting into it. So that's what it was like at the time. Wasn't nobody really, a lot of cats lie, but really there was no gang banging coming through 96, 97, 98, 99, Oklahoma City. Like gang issues, really they were gang issues. You probably get your ass whooped, but that's about it. There probably wasn't nobody popping no pistols. And it was pistols at that time. It was people with guns and stuff at that time, but it was more order because of the fact that we had nothing. Like we had 18 and up clubs at that time, and they were running wild and nobody was getting killed. You know what I'm saying? And at that time it was way dangerous then than it is now. You know what I mean? A lot of people think it's more dangerous now, but it's not.
So you touched on a couple of things. First of all, I want you to touch on, you said you came out here at what age? Like 11, 12?
12.
And you said you were already kind of involved in, like, you came out here
already involved in
a gang, yeah. Mm-hmm. So kind of touch on that and just.
Okay, so my dad decides to move all of us to, Watts, California. And we're in a deeper part of Watts because we was somewhere closer to Compton the first time around. So we get to Watts and my dad just vanished. Like he runs off with this other lady. It's crazy. But that's who I'm out there with, is him and this other lady. But they're doing some other crazy stuff. My mom decides to come out there that way with her sister. She had a kid. This is like a real Maury type, Dr. Phil type situation. But like, no, my mom, like, first of all, I'm gonna tell anybody that no matter what your mom does, crazy or not, bro, you got no choice but to respect her, because all she needed to do was slip and fall on the freaking floor one good time, and you didn't even have to get a chance to hear this story. You didn't get a chance to hear none of this, but my mom wasn't shit when I grew up. Yeah. Like, for real. Like, I lived with my mom maybe 5 months out of my whole life, you know what I mean? And then we kind of, so there goes a whole nother aspect to that question too, that I dealt with being out here, like coming from Los Angeles, because I had to be out there and she vanished. So you kind of had to just fend for yourself. What? Yeah. Man, we talking about for 4 years. My mom went on a crack binge. Yeah. She turned up. And sad thing about it is, a lot of people think I'm sad. I'm not. I'm happy. I'm happy about that experience. I'm gonna tell you why. I hate that for her if she struggled through that, because I tell anybody that's happy doing anything you do it because you are happy doing it. Don't do it because other people feel like this is something you should do. You know what I mean? Responsibility is within the person who wants it. But I learned a lot because she taught me a lot of game. I learned a lot of game. Like, I think I'd be lost to this day if I didn't have a game I learned from that.
Yeah.
Plus, I went to college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it messed me up that I got abandoned like that with a newborn baby. Let me add that in there because it was her baby. She just had a kid.
Yeah.
And poof, vanished. Then came back, take the little girl, meet a friend of hers at a job that she was at, and leaves her at the job and say, I'll be back and see you. I'll see you. You know what I'm saying? In a minute, I gotta go get her some stuff. And didn't show back up until that baby was 13. Yeah. So, right. So it's like, California was a burn for a minute being out there. So coming here was like, here we go. Let's try this situation out, you know, with my grandparents.
So you came out here and lived with your grandparents?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you had family out here already, had you? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it wasn't too much of like a culture shock when you got out here?
Yeah, it was. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
I promise you, bro, when I seen the first car on these rims with the gold ones and it just looked crazy. I was like, are we around the Mexican area? Did my grandma stay around all the Hispanics? Like, you know, it was crazy for me, but the way the guys wear their clothes, and it was just odd. I felt people accepted people driving slow in the middle of a residence. Like, they accepted that. Like, people driving slow and a window rolling down so slowly with the lights cutting off. Like, that's all, run to the car. That's your sister. She's pulling up to bring us some beer. Like, that was scary to me. Like, no. I remember my cousins laughing at me, bro, because I was at the McDonald's little thing, was on the plate thing. And a car came through it. The parking lot, they was parking, but I didn't know that at the time. They parking, but they killed the lights and they pulled up slow. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm all the way up under the little table in McDonald's. Like, the kids is laughing at me though. They like, this motherfucker is crazy. And they don't know I come from a lifestyle where drive-bys were a natural thing. Like, yeah, who's shooting today type of situation. Okay. And not, I pray it don't happen today. It's like, it's gonna happen today. It's just, who's doing it?
Yeah. Okay, so you get out here, and how long does it take before you get involved in the music scene and the dancing and everything like that?
Hey, sad thing, believe it or not, almost immediately, because I met those guys. And big shout out to I would do this too. Big shout out to my guys that I met, and which was my partner Dark Side. Now, at first I met Spook. At the time his name was Spook, but now, well, no, at the time his name was BG, but now his name is Spook. It's my partner. Gerald Gurley. I'm gonna put your name out there. Him and his cousin Roger Gurley. I never forget this. Gerald loved music, well, Roger could dance. But me and Roger used to bounce that idea back and forth off of each other all the time. So I ended up meeting their other family members, which was Marcus and Derek. And then introduced to and shout out to one of my big managements, Snag, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Tommy DeBose. Shout out to him. I ran into them and they took a liking into like what we were doing. It was like the music scene was cool because at that time, you had music coming out of the camps of like No Limit was putting out, like, you feel me? Bone Thugs and Harmony was coming with it. Aaliyah, Sorry to Say, but R. Kelly, Genuine, stuff like that. And there was a lot of dance scenes. Like, the #1 dance song of all time in that era was Aaliyah's One in a Million. Mm-hmm. Aaliyah's One in a Million was like a ground base for us. Like Crush Groove would be for like the 80s version of what we did, because we did what they did. But that music scene was immediate as soon as I got here. Like, it was like I met my cousins and stuff one day, didn't really click with them, but one of them, and he had Beats in his car and he drove with Cutlass. But it's like the next day I met these kids in the neighborhood. I was just walking through the neighborhood and they was on what I was on. had a little Walkman on. They was like, what is that? I'm like, a Walkman? What do you mean? You know what I mean? So I automatically knew at that point I was a little more privileged than, because I didn't have that life. My grandparents were like coolly, like with bread. So that's what introduced me to the music scene out here.
Okay. And so talk about kind of like, I can't imagine, and maybe it was at the time, I can't imagine people dancing now. Like,
I would like this. I give you a ground basis.
You know what I mean? Like,
I give you a ground basis of what the dance was like. If you can remember, go back and watch any Genuine video, that's what the dancers was like out here. Everybody would challenge themselves to dance like Genuine or better. And when that became a competition, it's when the Pistols came out. No, for real, bro. They're battling against a professional. Usher came out, Chris Brown came out. It was just too much for people to grasp a hold. They was like, bro, we might as well start shooting each other. Basically.
That's what you feel like it was once they couldn't keep up with the dance move?
Yeah, because the competition, because the girls are starting to, now let me be on a serious note. The girls are starting to get older. Life is starting to hit them different because big brothers and cousins and daddies are starting to go to jail more. You know what I'm saying? In that time, in that era, they got more jail time coming because things that are happening, like drugs are starting to be, like crack cocaine was starting to be the #1 thing to do. Jump straight out of high school and do it. I sold crack cocaine in high school. I just loved school. I'm sorry, I did. I loved school. I felt like I was scared school was closed, man. I couldn't make no money. I couldn't socialize and shit. I couldn't talk to nobody. So I knew for a fact when the girls started getting older, they started demanding to look a certain type of way. Now sex is starting to happen. So now men are starting to be like the young teenage boys are starting to be more standoffish about the girlfriend and who's more flashier. Cause I noticed when I got to like junior high school, when I was coming out of junior high school, it was like you had to have like the 8th graders had to be you know what I'm saying? Had to be Tyrant. Yo couldn't come in, your shit was blue last year and not be blue this year if you come in this year. Like you got, if it's cold when we come in this year, if you got the first, we have First Downs like North Face, I promise you, is the same company as First Down. We have First Down jackets, bro. We had what was considered a basic bitch First Down. Like you were regular ass nigga if you had the one that didn't have the little sleeve on the inside of like a little glove or whatnot. Like shit like that. That competition started bringing out bullshit in people. Then they're meeting, trying to tap into the drug game. They're meeting brothers and cousins that's already aggressive. So now they're kind of getting themselves away from just being cool to and already having a mindset of a clique mentality. Like I might as well join their game. Yeah. Might as well, because I mean, the time of dancing is moving around now because you have 50 brand new professional dancers and we're trying to keep up with this dance style, but now it's starting to be more and more dance clips popping up everywhere. Nobody's wanting, they stopped giving opportunities for these kids to go dance in clubs and stuff like that. But then sometimes they look at it like we don't want to see the fights. But y'all was really stopping them from doing something crazy. There's nothing offer for 18 and up here. Goes crazy. And that's where you get that from. And then so around that time, is that when it kind of moved from like dance cliques and stuff to people trying to make music more? Yeah. Let me tell you, it skipped that a little bit, but it did. Okay. It did. It skipped it a little bit because people wanted to do something else right after the dancing thing, and then wanted to be rappers. Yeah, because we had two big labels here that they're independent, but they did it though. They did it the way it would be done if it was somewhere else though. So it did. It came in. The rapping eventually came in. Okay. So at what point do you get into DJ? Did you DJ first or did you start? I assume you DJ first. That's normally how it goes, but did you produce first? In this set of questionings, I DJ'd first before I was a producer. Okay. But I was a rapper before all of that. Okay. Yeah. That's usually kind of how it goes too. I feel like everybody tries the rap thing first for a little bit and then... You know why I never pursued it? Why is that? It's too easy. You think? I know it. Go back, next interview you do, ask GQ. He's been there. Yeah. You can't find 10 people that can fuck with me, bro. Yeah. Off the top of my head too. Like, I'm ridiculous. it got easy. And then I seen what rappers go through, like real rappers, what they go through, the management, the point system, the only thing you're good for is to spit on this microphone, it's over with type mentalities towards the rappers, bro. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the person that don't get sent home. I'd rather be the person that don't get sent home.
Yeah.
Anybody that rap that don't have, let me say this, let me put this out there too. So everybody that sees this interview, anybody that's in the music industry and you're fit, I don't give a shit. Don't you ever give me I'm in Oklahoma, this ain't, shut up. These motherfuckers are worth managing. And you don't have a manager, bro, you smoking drugs. I'm gonna tell you why. You'll find yourself running in the same spot. Let me tell you why GQ is as far as he is. And I know we're gonna get into a lot of questions with that. It's because of good management, and I'll tell you why. I was a great management situation for that situation. But where was I finishing up with your question?
Basically when we were talking about like rap.
Yeah, so rap just, I don't know. As far as the music scene here, when it popped up.
Well, no, I was asking you.
Oh yeah, no, me rapping.
DJ to.
Yeah, I was a man. Sorry to feel like I got off a point because I had to make that other point. But for shit show, bro, I was a rapper. And when I say I could rap, I could stop a room, bro. I would be in jail and stop that son of a bitch. I'm talking about from the guards to the people that didn't like each other from behind their doors because you could point at something, bro, and I'll rip it in half. You could talk about, and I would remember it and put it in everything that I'm fixing to get ready to say and never stop. I'll keep going. I'll be active with it, interactive with it. So why can't anybody really touch me DJing? Because I'm that same way DJing. But yeah, I was a rapper, bro, for real.
Okay, so how long did you do that for? Is that something you ever really like pursued, or it was just like a...
I pursued it all the way up until I recorded a Get It Off My Chest type song. I had went to prison. This is another situation we can get into also. But I came home and with the song with Janae and Drake, Find Your, From Time. Then, darling, you, I did a remake to that song. And it was like a getting it off your chest type situation. And I ripped that bitch in half. And it's like a James Brown moment. I dropped the mic. That's it.
That was all you said what you
it.
Needed to say?
Amen. Said what I needed to say. And I knew then when I heard that, I freestyled that. So when I heard that I could do that, I was like, yeah, there's no need for me to do music. There's no need for me to rap. There would literally be, I would be Lil Baby. Same way they forced Lil Baby to start doing music, I see his life and I don't envy it. I'm happy that he gave me a cheat sheet. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's an image I don't want to have to keep up with. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then there's the image I don't want to try to hide from neither. Like, that both them bitches is a job. But if I stay in my lane with what I do, I don't get a chance to undermine myself or demean myself or my talents. I just get a chance to pick and choose which talents I want to display or work hardest on, you know.
For sure. So, you said how long did you sit down for?
Okay, here we go with this one.
I mean, if you don't.
No, for sure. I'm the one that opened up the question about it. It's cool. I've been twice.
Okay.
The first time I went for 7 years, 11 months. And what I did to go, put that in the comment section if anybody want to. We'll do a part 2 and I'll explain it in a part 2 of what I did to go to prison. We'll explain that on a part 2. So y'all put that in the comment section. Okay. You hear me? Like, share, subscribe. You hear me? And comment, and I'll answer that question on another one. So we got to get this up to like 500 comments, and I'll explain what happened. Anyway, I went down. Shout out to my brother. Give it a second. I can't believe I'm giving him a plug. Shout out to my brother, because I still love him. Inch, Carolina, which is Inch. Everybody know him, Ty Carolina, in Oklahoma City. And he was the owner of 3-6 Lounge. So that's my brother. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That situation kind of throws me a little bit. Because my brother's cool, bro, but he's like, he's the biggest part of why I am, like how I got here and everything. So that's why I'm gonna have to give him credit, because he did a lot to get my time cut. Like, I had 27 years, bro.
Yeah.
They gave me 27 years to run bow-legged. Like, I was supposed to do a 5, a 1, a 7, a 6, a 3, a 2-month, a 10-month. They had this shit running crazy. They wanted me to do time on each last one of them at different times. Like, they wanted me to do this. Okay, that case is over with. Might as well go and slide on to this.
Concurrent. What's it called?
It was called consecutive. Yeah. So, my brother, he put the bread together. He got it done. He was the owner of, damn, it was called Stingers when I was there, but it was Stars. He was also the owner of Stars. It came with the money, man. Got me a lawyer and smacked my shit in half. Same lawyer that got me out died 2 days after I got out.
Damn.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, well, that would have been bad, huh? That could have been a problem.
And this is the first lawyer that ever said, I know how I can make a bond out of prison. Like, bitch, can't nobody get no bond out of prison. He did it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But I did 7 years, 11 months on that. And it was a pretty tough crime, will put me down. But it did me some wonders though, bro. Like, being off in that enclosed situation and moving around. I'll tell y'all about situations that happened off in there though, but what I went for, mind you, I don't have any co-defendants, so I ain't never snitched on nothing in my life. So those questions can't ever come up. Ain't never been no pedophile, I ain't never did nothing, no harm, no rapes, no woman, none of that type of stuff. Probably kick bitch ass, but that's about the last thing you have to worry about coming from me of it being some shit like that. It's just like, just remember, I was a gangster before all of this shit. You know what I mean? I was a gangster before all of this shit. So, you know, a lot of things happen in the heat of having to handle business. So that's why I want to explain what I did until, you know, the questions come up. But going in, bro, I got...
How old were you when you went in?
I was 21. Okay. Yeah, I was 21. No bullshit. I was 21. Went in spring of 2004.
Okay, so before that is where you at as far as like music career wise? Is that something that's on your mind? Is that like a focus, or is it just kind of? I mean, I know you said you kind of came straight out of the.
Let me give you a backstory.
Okay. I
should have been signed to No Limit Records when I was 11.
Okay.
My grandmother. Oh, bro. Grandma, I love you. I know you're not going to see this interview because I'll make sure that everyone doesn't let you see it. I'm cutting all y'all electronics out of the house. My grandmother did some of the hatefulest, craziest old people stuff that ever could have happened to me. So there was a Christian group thing out here called the Cloud of Witnesses. I was at this thing and they had us do like I did the MC Hammer part of Going Up Beyond It, but I did my own version of it and I added my own words. I freestyled. I was like 10, 11 years old on the stage rapping. Killed it. Somebody from No Limit Records seen that and said something to Master P or any of their representatives, and they got my number, my info from the field trip slip that I had or whatnot. Mm-hmm. Bro, do you know these people blew my granny's phone up for a week? That's just too much adult activity around him. Like, woman, I can't give a full crap. Like, I was full kicking ass when you met me, woman. You know, but she shot that down. I remember making the phone call. I picked up the phone and called them one day. And they was like, man, you gotta have permission from, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck.
You try to go behind her back and do it?
Yeah, like for real. So that was my first, with music, that was my first experiences as far as, you know what I'm saying, being. So when it came to now, no, bro, I didn't have no idea that I would be where the hell I'm at now.
Yeah.
I just always knew from then, yeah, I'm gonna be lit. I just didn't know I was gonna be this. Like, I didn't know this. This wasn't what I was forecasting. So yeah, to answer your question, no, I wasn't. My last 2 weeks, I'll tell you that, my last 2 weeks in prison, from doing that long term, I sat on that bunk because something happened and I was down there figuring fuck my time off because a dude that involved with killing one of my relatives, it just came to the unit where I was at. I've been waiting on this bitch my whole term.
Yeah.
And you, Jesus, you bring him 2 weeks before I go? I'm finna walk out the gate, ho. I'm finna walk out, bitch. It's over. I've given him enough time, but I'm not gonna let him make it. I'm not gonna let him make it. I'm a gangster. Remember, I'm not thinking clearly. I sat on that bunk with that knife on my lap. And I just thought, this is where you fuck your shit off at right here, bro. And I prayed to God. I said, no matter what happens, if you get me out of this situation and get me back to the world, I will go to the music industry. Now listen to me, bro. This is no cap. This is what I said. I promise. If you let me get to the music industry, I don't care if I sing, rap, dance, anything. I promise there's 2 things I will never sell. That's my asshole and my soul. Everything else will have to get out of my freaking way, bro. I can't give 2 more cents about my kids, my grandma, my mama. I had to make a lot of freaking sacrifices, bro. But I promised God that I would guarantee make them count. That means every day that I can't be with my kids, I'm sleeping on somebody that's a millionaire's couch. Because long enough I'm sleeping around these millions, soon enough I'm gonna have a couple in my, you know, I'm gonna have a little something to take care of my situation. You feel what I'm saying? Because just remember this. Why not do that? Didn't I just give up myself for something stupid to go sit in prison for damn near 10 years? For nothing and make nothing and have no opportunity to go and give my family nothing? Hell yeah, I'm gonna go sleep on the celebrity's couch that's let me be here until I figure out where my usefulness is to be with this son of a gun. What else do I got to lose? I ain't got nothing for myself if I go home. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So I prayed to God for that. I did, and I got out, failed. Instantly. Like, I wasn't the fuck up to, like, I went back to jail, nothing like that. It took a whole 8.5 years before I even seen another jail cell, bro. But when I came home, I tried to make it happen. I tried to force it, you know what I'm saying? I tried to force all of that stuff I prayed for it to happen. Because the situation didn't happen where I had to do anything to the dude. For some odd reason, the unit got locked down and some shit like that. It was crazy. So we was on a full lockdown. Ain't nobody going nowhere anyway, but I damn near went to jail, got caught up because we got caught with a cell phone piece off and run. I said, that's God punished me. That's him saying, that bitch, you thought I was gonna let you get away with that. You was finna go do something dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But guaranteed that situation didn't happen. And during my time in prison, I'm gonna tell y'all, thinking about the music industry wasn't on my mind, but doing music, being a rapper kind of was, but the aspect of how I know it now wasn't. Bro, I got stabbed 17 times in that motherfucker. Somebody tried to run a blade at me 17 times, bro, because they did not want to fight me.
Yeah.
I was hell on wheels from right here. Like, fighting, got off on it. Like, let's do this. I don't mind losing. Because if I lose, bro, you gotta go to sleep. Yeah. I'm gonna be up licking my wounds, bro. I'm gonna drag out your shit when I start feeling okay. And beat the brakes off of you. So I got stabbed in that thing, bro. So when I came, man, thinking about the music, hell no, I wasn't thinking about the music industry. and never thought for a second that it would be this that I'm doing.
Yeah. So at that, when you got out and you say you kind of, this is still rapping at this time?
I tried to rap.
Okay. And there was no real push before you went in on anything like serious.
Cause my brother, shout out to the Crazy Crew. We got Crazy Crew Entertainment, bro, and my brother tried to push the rap thing when I was a dope boy, bro. I was something real dope. Like, before I went in, bro, we talking about, I was a real wiggle, like, making it happen. So my brother would tell me, come to the studio. I go to the studio. I think we got a song, I got a song that's in the studio too that's just fire. I freestyled it. Then wrote a verse for the person that was on there with me. And then I left. They recorded a song and everything. It was called Squatting Tough. I don't know what the hell that means now, but I think I get it. But I had some musical direction before I went to the prison system, but when I came home, that same team didn't have that same drive or that push. So when I got off, it's like all the CEOs wanted to rap. And all the people that was supposed to be putting our music out there and stuff wanted to rap. So why do I want to rap? If the person that's supposed to be putting me out there want to rap more than I do. Yeah. He's never gonna focus on what I do.
So then how did you get to the DJing side?
I sing DJ Dre songs.
Okay. Let's talk about that.
And DJ Mally and DJ TA. Never forget it. August the 17th. 2011, about 9:30. I'll never forget any of this shit, bro. My brother started out to be the concierge, him and who everybody know as King Cobra, which is Ryan Walker, and my brother Inch Carolina, Tommy Carolina, were the concierge before they go too big on any interviews they ever do. Let me break them down to the shit right there. They and J. Poe was a DJ. Yeah. For real. And those two were concierge. He started out
as a rapper too. I've heard that story, but we won't talk about that.
We gonna I get to that one in a little bit, cause yeah, a lot of people don't know. Poe is really mode. Yeah, Poe really that nigga though. What I mean by that, Poe tapped in a little harder than what you think with the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Poe really that guy. He's really that guy, and he grew up authentically. Like none of that. Anybody that feel like he's trying or he puts himself off more to do more, he's not, bro. He's really just suppressing some shit because he really could go off, and it makes more sense to anybody else that's in the street niggas. But that's okay. Bring me back to because Paul is a cold motherfucker. I fuck with him. Bring me back to where we was at.
You was talking about. I was basically asking how you got into producing.
Okay, so everybody wanted to rap, and oh yeah, I broke you down to the 17th of August.
Yeah.
Okay,
DJing.
so
we were DJing.
At DJing, I apologize. Everybody that's watching this interview know that's how I am. So mind your business. I seen Dre songs get in this damn club. And my brother and them was out there orchestrating. I'm outside with them. They say, go in, check out the DJ, go in, check it out. I'm now the water boy. I don't know how I walked in that quick and I become the fucking water boy to pass out bottles of water to the people that's sweating in the club. But I'm looking up at this DJ booth. And Dre songs, he up there killing it. He up there killing it. I'm watching how he making everybody move to what he doing. And then here comes TA. I didn't see Mally first. I seen TA. TA came in and was rocking. I was like, okay. Then Mally is rocking right along with him because he didn't came in because they was like a dynamic duo. Matter of fact, they the first tour DJs in DJing history in Oklahoma City. TA and Mally was the first DJs to ever tour with an Oklahoma artist for shit show. Like major tours. And they the ones that taught me the snap game with the way I DJ. But I give Dre songs the credit for my biggest part of DJing. Showtime, he was just that nigga. He knew how to close. DJ Showtime knew how to close for shit show. But Dre songs, TA and Mally is the creator for one, we won't take away from my brother. My brother Inch was the greatest DJ out here that anybody ever known. But he showed me how to do it. But he didn't give me that immaculate love that T.A. Mally and Drake songs did. They just showed out. And I learned a lot of that from them. So we found out I was a boy wonder. That's what they told me. Like, these guys have been DJing. And I'm older than them, but they've been DJing. And when they see me DJ, as they was showing me stuff, they was like, this dude is the boy wonder, bro. Because I could DJ on 4 decks. At one time, I could have vocal playing from this side, a snare playing from this side, a subline playing from this side, and another melody playing from this side. 4 decks working all at one time DJing. Yeah. Because my brother taught me how to DJ like that at first. But they said, this kid is the boy wonder, bro. He ain't put no headphones on at all. Not one time did he pick up the headphones. Yeah. And I was reading Virtual DJ at that time. Red and blue. It wasn't no, you know how Serato is, where it has to break down the colors and stuff like that. So that's where the DJing came from. Dre songs, T.A. Mally. For sure. You just kind of saw the reception and gravitated towards that? Bro, it's like, if you gonna be a rapper, when you get done rapping in that booth, we gonna give your fucking music to. You gonna give it to a nigga like that, or you gonna give it to a motherfucker like that? Yeah. So that made me feel like, okay, I need to be, and I seen how snooty they were with taking people's music. I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't my music, I gotta punch you in your face, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you turning your face up to my music, and he offered you some money. I'd have spit on you at that moment, you know, but I was wrong, but still. But I wanted to learn how to do it. What made me incredible is my brother taught me how to do that shit in 3 hours. How to work the stuff. Yeah. 3 hours. I mastered it in 3 weeks. It's crazy how it all worked in 3 weeks. I mastered it in 3 weeks. I was ready for shows and shit by 3 weeks. My brother had to teach me to stop DJing for myself. So that's where that came along. Then comes producing. Yeah. So when is this? Like DJing got me signed though. No, I lie. DJing didn't get me signed. DJ got me in the door to get signed. There was a show. What year is this? The show that when I got signed? Or like when you're getting into DJing, really? When I got into DJing, this is matter of fact, I'll tell you when. February 13th of 2012. Okay. Yeah, matter of fact, no, 12. Because I'm getting ready to do the Valentine's Day weekend situation. We had something called a hush party. So I was going to be the one that did the whole fucking shit. And that was a lie. He just wanted me to feel good about myself. He was like, boy, you can't DJ yet. But that was when I first started DJing. That was my first DJing for sure. And then it progressed for about 3 months, 4 months. And the summer rolled around. And T.A. and Mally and Showtime and Dre was gone. Dre left and went downtown. T.A. ended up getting a contract with him and Mally ended up getting a contract with Rick Ross's situation because of Young Star. Young Star and Super J all had labeling situations. So they was on tours with both of them cats. They ran all through Atlanta and stuff like that. So they were disappearing. Everybody ran off. One particular night, nobody showed up. And I got a chance to display my skills that night. And that's what made me the DJ I am today. I mean, that's what got me the platform I got today or whatnot. But I came in with Luni Coleone 2013. Mind you, this is the next year later. I come in with Luni Coleone at I was working at Mango's, and me and this cat named King James was running. He from Atlanta. Shout out King James. He had control of Mango's at the time, and we was doing like and Ashley Jay was doing. We was all doing like this open mic nights for artists and whatnot. It was actually working out pretty good. So my guy Dorian and DJ Orange, they came in and wanted to know if they can use the space for for the show, for Luni Coleone. So we was like, fuck it, yeah, for that night. We'll do it, you know what I'm saying, what you offering. They gave us, they did us fair. They paid us like 3 bands, you know what I'm saying? I know Luni couldn't have cost that much, but they gave us 3 bands. So we split it like $1,500 a piece. That's why I said shout out to DJ Orange and my partner. I said, I hope I'm saying his name right. Dorian, he owns the dispensaries. They gave me an opportunity to meet Luni Coleone. I ended up DJing a show for him in Muskogee. I didn't DJ that show for him because I think DJ Orange did it, but he asked me to go to Muskogee with him. Now we get here the next day, the next morning, after I do the show, the next morning somebody, I'm kind of fast forwarding through this. Somebody wanted to do a show named Lil Rick from Muskogee. Shout out Lil Rick. He did a verse with Luni Coleone, and we had to meet him there the next morning. I'm driving my Camaro, I'll never forget this. Luni rolled with me, we went over there. They were playing beats in the house, and Luni was outside smoking a cigarette, talking to somebody. And I'm in here listening to the beats, and we just like going through them. I'm listening, and it's just crazy. I'm like, these beats are wild. It's like you can tell when you're starting to be around like real shit. Like,
sound a little different.
Yeah, because so let's give it this. That was my real big, great studio situation, first one, and they was like in a cool little situation. Bro, I was hearing them beats rocking up out of there. I started rapping. And I ain't realizing everybody around me, you know what I mean? It's like, I started feeding off a dude and he got the rapping and I came in right behind him. I didn't stop. I just kept going. So Luni Coleone was like, hey man, is that the one I'm rapping with? They was like, nah, bro, that's your DJ. He was like, nah, you bullshit. He popped his head in there. I ain't quit rapping by then. Why they making a big deal out of it? He was like, man, come here. He was like, hey man, how would you like to be signed to my record label? I was like, what? Hell yeah. I just did 7 years and some change off of prison. Yeah. And you fucking right, I would love to be signed to y'all. I can't do shit for my kids right now, bro. I'm barely making enough money DJing and shit like that. Like, we're not even gonna get into the drama of my DJing career, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning. We're just gonna go to the point that all of it nurtured me to be who I am today. Well, hell yeah, bitch, I'm ready. What? Let's go. And that's what it was. He was like, well, I'm gonna cancel my flight and we can just drive your car to Sacramento. Bet! Now I ain't gotta be without a car. Yeah. I hope my lips aren't dry. Anyway. Like, bet! You know? So we drove. I got video footage and I got camera footage of all of this shit. This shit was scary. Never take the 80 West. But Luni Coleone picked me up first, bro. And
I don't mean to cut you off. I want to just have you touch on that real quick while it's on my mind. I feel like watching your YouTube and stuff, like you kind of just talk about the importance, and you say you're even doing it back then, when I know, like I've heard from guys, like there wasn't really an emphasis on like, let me document this. So just kind of talk about your thought process, like why that was important.
As far as the era with the stuff that I did document that's on YouTube, or just the time and stuff that's going on in the era?
Really, just, it's a thing now, but like, and you're still doing it obviously, but for you in, what you said, it's like 2012?
Yeah.
It's kind of getting into where people, I feel like maybe understood it, but just kind of talk about like understanding like I need to document this and like have record of this on video. And
at that time, certain stuff just wasn't available. Like video cameras was out there. Like, first of all, putting a video on Facebook was obscene at that time. Like, you know what I mean? A picture was great. That's why you seen so many memes. That's why there was so many memes going crazy, because there was no video presence. Now notice how memes don't matter no more. Yeah. Unless it's a story or something like that, or coming from TikTok. Bro, nobody had a cameraman. Nobody had a camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if you wasn't popular, like, shout out Wayne in this thing. He was the first one, bro. Dre's song was the first one to make people want to put him, document his shit he had going on. He the first one to make people come out, go find a camera so they can document that crazy shit. Because that boy was turning up. for real. But Wayne, shout out to Wayne, he was smart, bro. Wayne came straight out of college and said, I'm finna bring two of these crackhead ass motherfucking college kids that I got to sit in the room with me, ain't doing shit all day. And then VA class, AV classes, bro. These motherfuckers do video, they interning. They can come with me and video everything. I'm getting all the college parties. I'm doing the, you know what I'm saying, the Campus King thing. I'm running everywhere. That's why some of us, like me, TA, Showtime, a lot of us don't have like stuff up there like that. I have a lot of stuff that I have archived as far as much as I could have. You know what I mean? But hell, I lost a whole page that could have gave you a lot of shit. Like, but it just wasn't a big issue at that time, like it is now. You know what I mean? It wasn't, not having no video presence. And I feel funny about not being able to document, but some of the stuff like with the celebrities, I made sure I found a way to document that stuff, even if I couldn't put it on social media. Yeah. I got like deep footage with a lot of the artists I've worked with being in the household, being in times thereof with each other, like them showing me a different side of them than they show when they're out doing a show than you've ever seen of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't mean to throw us off the story, but so kind of get back into that. You're talking about, so when you got signed the first time
to Luni Coleone
as a DJ?
No, as a rapper.
Okay.
It ended up being, bro, this is crazy.
So he signed you as a rapper off that freestyle. So
off that freestyle.
Okay.
So we get to Sacramento. He signs me. As soon as we get there, he calls J Cat. He gets everybody there. From, you know what I'm saying, sign him sickle cell. So he instantly takes me to Central California, takes me to Visalia, California. Shout out to my guy EU, and shout out to my boy Black Mac. Listen to me. And Bone Dad, man, shout out my guys in Central California. They take me to Visalia. We go to Visalia, California, we go to EU's house. We instantly supposed to get in the studio. So EU's making some beats and whatnot. So I'm like, I'm the rapper now, so I guess I get in here and start rapping, you know what I mean? And I have the biggest, cause they were big on, nah bro, go in there and write that shit down. I'm going there freestyling nothing. Go in there and write that shit down. Cause at that time, punching in still wasn't a thing yet. You know what I mean? Especially when some people was recording on Reasons like dumbass. You know what I mean? I never got that while we recorded on Reasons. Like, I guess cause Pro Tools hadn't really hit a platform to where people could understand it yet at that point. Cause it was there, but I just couldn't get into it. Like I wasn't that fluent with it at that time. So I pulled out my DJ equipment, no cap, at the studio session. Pulled out the DJ equipment while they firing up the barbecue grill, and I turned that motherfucker on. That nigga ran his head in the house and said, God damn, what can't you do? Nah, it's my DJ.
Yeah.
They rewrote my contract and everything. Stayed with him being a DJ from 2013 all the way to 2015. No, late 2014, so almost 2015. And Sibo, Killer Tay, Marvelous, Coleone, Luni Coleone, Black Mac, iCrip. We were on a West Coast, you know, a West Coast tripping tour. I'm DJing that same shit in the house, cause I kind of find out none of these guys have show tapes. Finna do the first show in Oklahoma City. Nobody has a show tape. So I was like, I'll make everybody show tape. Y'all just let me hook my stuff up, warm my fingers up a little bit, and I can get my mind juices going to what it's supposed to be. Man, do you know that I started mixing some of their music with like older music and like other stuff, you know what I mean? And Sibo comes running out somebody made a comment, was like, oh man, that's hard. That's the kind of DJ we need right there. And Luni Coleone stood up, like, man, that's my DJ. You know what I mean? That's my DJ. Sibo come running out the back. He heard me doing some shit. I mixed his song with a Pac song and came back and mixed it with a Marvin Gaye song, did with a freaking Isley Brother track. He was like, nah, nigga, that's my DJ. Like, damn, did I just get hijacked? Cause he big dog to all of them. I ended up being C-ball DJ, but then he ended up getting, he got me the way he lost me the way he got me. Because we were on tour with Spice One, Selly Cell, MC8, him. Just so happened Cash Money Records is in Baton Rouge at this time. We doing this show in Baton Rouge. Shout out to my boy Q. Shout out to the Spot Bella Noche. On its way. Don't worry about it. We got things in the works. I DJ at this show. Birdman sees it. But he don't think to get my contact. Compton Menace is there with him. And he sees me at the hotel. And he says, hey, ain't you that DJ that was up there with Sebo and them tonight? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, I need your number. I said, man, I want to do it. I instantly was like, man, I want to do a mixtape with you and such and such and such. No fucking producer, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? No, I lie. This time I am. I'm going to tell you how the producing came about. But this is how I got to that situation as far as being signed. So when Compton Menace seen me, that snowballed all, and I'll give you the story to how it happened, but that snowballed me all the way down into getting signed to Cash Money. You know what I'm saying? MHG/Cash Money. So, trying to think, because I know what the question was at, but I was trying to make sure I didn't leave nothing out.
I think you were going to like kind of double back and talk about when you first started producing, right?
Yeah, I was gonna wait for you to ask for that. I didn't know if you wanted to go ahead and do it. But
go ahead and touch on that.
Remember I told you I didn't want to go home? Like there's no need to, like what? I'm not going home. But to figure out how to stay here. Yeah. So what did I become to do? What they don't send home. They send rappers home. They don't send producers home. Producers and DJs, they don't send them home. If you're really trying to stick it out and grind it out and try to figure out what part of this game you can be in, producing and DJing is going to get you in the door. And every artist needs to remember that. If you want to get in the door, promote your producer and your DJ, your favorite producer, your favorite DJ. Everybody in Oklahoma City promoted GQ. Now look at where he's at. It took all you all to put one voice behind it. Look at where he at. And I didn't hear the voices from out here. So I heard it from his talent. I was in Kansas City. Sebo and the camp had left me out there, but it was time for everybody to go back home for a minute. Like, you bitches go home. I ain't going home. I'm out here on the road. I really ain't got shit to go back home to anyway. So what I ended up doing is staying out to, shout out my boy Tad Lucci, because it was because of him that I was able to stay in Kansas City, Missouri. He let me sleep at his studio. And shout out Carlisa, because she worked at Gates and she made sure I had plenty of food. She made sure she got me a bus ticket when it come to find out. I got approved, bro. I got approved for Section 8. Don't look at my face when I'm this happy about that shit, because boy, if I can go back to them days. But I had got approved for Section 8. This girl asked her mama to get me a bus ticket to Oklahoma City to go fulfill my meeting for the Section 8 situation. But my boy Talucci say, hey, you can come back if you need to. So in the middle of the time I'm getting ready to leave and go out there, I'm learning how to work this producing equipment. I don't want to go home. I'm in this motherfucker around this stuff. Yeah. I'm tired of getting up every day, hooking this DJing board up to mix and scratch. I went there and turned that shit on and learned how to make beats off my DJ board. I would loop tracks. I would loop sounds. I would loop them, put them in the damn computer and then work them out. That's how I learned how to produce. And then
so you're basically just like chopping shit up and
yeah,
you're basically DJing almost.
Basically DJing stuff. But I end up learning how to do the beat patterns on the keypads, on the beat machines and whatnot. So I learned how to put it together, and voila, I end up pulling it off. You know what I mean? Becoming a producer. So that's where my first producing situation came from. Now, fucking first time my beats ever got noticed, I made my first official beat in front of Compton Menace.
Okay, so this is after you met him in in New Orleans. So kind of talk about.
I was locked into this is one part we can't skip though in this story. Let me tell you the transition from SIBO to, because it wasn't simple. SIBO ended up getting into a beef with Mozzy. Talking about right after that time I met Compton Menace in Baton Rouge at that show. Mozzy goes on No Jumper and says something derogatory about Bo by saying Bo, Brother Lynch, and X-Rated was not, he's tired of hearing their names, you know what I mean, when it come down to representing, you know what I'm saying, when it come down to representing Sacramento. None of those guys helped him get to where they needed to. Help Mozzy and none of their team to get to where they needed to, so they had to do what they had to do. Like, you gotta think, look at what Mozzy did to get famous, bro. He did a song called The Truth that got some people killed directly hours after the video dropped. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that came from his own treachery, not from what SIBO and them could have provided. So that's where that beef, I ended up getting locked into the middle of that beef. I make what's called, I'll do what's called the diss tapes. Let me see, I might be able to pull this shit up. I did the Mozzy diss tapes. This is what got me popping on YouTube.
These are tapes you did with SIBO, right?
I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's the, I sent. So I sent out a bunch of beats to a bunch of people. I did a bunch of beats for a bunch of people. See, that's what it was look like. I don't know if y'all seen it, but that's what it looked like. So that's right here is Young Cat. I did the artwork and everything. So you see that? Look, look, she here, she gave. You see that? I did this. So when I did this, I did the artwork and everything, so it went up because Bo was taking too long. SIBO had took so damn long to respond back to that New Era King that Mozzy did the diss song he did. He called him a bald-headed bum and it pissed me off. So, cause you know his nickname is Bald-Headed Nut, so he called him a bald-headed bum and it fucking pissed me off. and Compton Menace, when the time while the song was high, Compton Menace is fucking with me because the song is now old, but he's still fucking with me about it because you know that's who I was signed with and shit. So, yeah. At the time though, it was a sensitive subject. Me and Killer Tape both was like, bro, I want to respond like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, if he do the diss song, since he taking this long, give me the diss song. You feel me? Give me the diss song, and I'll put it on the I'll put it on my mixtape. Make some money off of it. Yeah. Mozzy gave his away for free, bitch. We can get some money off this motherfucker. You bald-headed Bo. Come on, bitch. We can do this. He gives me my last fucking check for my last mixtape because it was the last of my contract any damn way and didn't renew my contract. Yep. So I did the diss tapes and put the diss tapes out.
After you're already...
I'm in my last week of being signed to West Coast Mafia. I put all of that shit out. And talking about in under 3 hours, I'm talking about 13,000 views.
Yeah. Up.
You know, I'm with Compton Menace one day because I'm going to LA for a Vlad interview. And don't get to do the Vlad interview because SIBO decides he wants to, because I was supposed to do it with SIBO. Because I'm his producer and DJ at the time, and I just dropped this whole fucking tape. Motherfuckers want to talk to motherfuckers that's bold enough to do this shit. So he's doing a video shoot in Sacramento, and the video shoot got shot up, all kind of crazy shit. I'm stuck at the airport. And then I called Compton Menace. Not even called him, I texted him, and he came and pulled up on me and picked me up, bro, and took me to his studio. And showed me love, bro. And he showed me a lot of love. Like he showed me a lot of love because this dude let me live around his kids. He had me around his kids. He was Ubering me everywhere. while he ride his motorcycle. Like, yeah, that shit was fire as far as how all of that kinda, you know what I'm saying, transpired, because it got me to Compton Menace, but he made me kill it all.
Yeah.
He made me take all that shit down, bro. He made me take, I'm talking about the biggest views of my career, bro. He made me take it all down.
So this is like 2015, right? 2014, 2015?
15.
So, I mean, I understand why
I'm finna get ready to be a part of the Straight Outta Compton movement.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? He was like, bro, you can't be getting into it with people because other people is into it with people in this industry. You got to work with anybody, bro. You're a DJ and you're a producer. You got to be able to work with everybody, bro. You know. So had to kill that. That was over with. That was over with. But I don't know. The time I spent with Sibo was hard. It was not hard as far as bad. It was good. I toured a lot, did a lot, but then it was time to move on. The transition was hard, bro. That's what I'm basically telling you. The transition was hard because Bo's locked into this beef. I still got my recognition off of the beef. It's like, how do I move? So when Compton Menace pulled me up, he squashed a lot of any scrutiny I could have been going through. And then that's how I got to that situation. And he signed me, bro. Well, nah, he didn't so much sign me. He just like, he kind of like prospected me, bro, just on the fact I was cool and could make cool beats. You know what I mean? Like, he did not know I was the person that he ended up seeing when I went to Appleton, Wisconsin. He took me to Appleton, Wisconsin, bro. After signing me, he signed me just to his label. He gave me an MHG contract at first. The MHG/Cash Money contract coming when he called Bourbon itself, bro, while we was DJing. I got it on video. It's actually on my Instagram. Called him himself. He's like, baby, look at this nigga. And I'm DJing. He's like, bro, I never knew you could do that.
Yeah.
I was like, I never knew it. I said, now I know. He said, you're hard as fuck. Like, he said, you're hard as fuck, bro. Where's your headphones? I'm not understanding this shit. Bro, go buy some headphones, bro. Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't want no headphones. No, Mr. Peter, I don't know headphones. I just go numb when I see him. But I've been there ever since. Mm-hmm. In walks how GQ got to where he's at. MHG is a record label that I'm also signed to, but it's one of those Young Money situations. So he signed his label over to Cash Money. Yeah. So instead of fully signing GQ like I'm signed, we kind of backed him as management. And I did all the stick games, so I'm his manager. I was there before Barbie even put her first song. Yeah. You know, when she first walked off and took it. This is when I first started wrestling GQ. When she first walked off in there to finish up, she had a couple tracks I think already recorded. I-35 I had never heard. She came and I want her to remember this. I remember when I first met her, she didn't even have her glasses on, but I remember she had them long nails and just like a kid in the candy store, just with her feet kicked up on the couch. Yeah. She had that pen and that pad. And she was like, she couldn't think of what she wanted to put on paper. She said, GQ, I want you to make me, I got like this vibe for like a Detroit type beat, type feel, type beat or something like that. You know what I mean? And he made this motherfucker. And I was like, this motherfucker is incredible. She just told him how she feel and he made a beat to her feelings. Like, it's just hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you got to understand why the respect that she has for not wanting to move nothing without GQ is there. It's because that's brother and sister for real, for shit show. And now remember the statement I made about if you don't have a manager in you in this game, that's kind of crazy. That's no shot fired at her or Fast Cash or anybody like that. Let me just say this. Certain doors people, and this would, people will be able to go back and rewind at this one, because I meant to say this a minute ago. Certain doors you'll never get in. You'll never get in them without proper representation. Let me tell you what the difference is. I'm finna give every artist in this, and you're gonna have to be some solid cats to do this. I'm gonna give y'all some free game. How you win. Stop going to take care of all the business. Stay, get off your stubborn shit. Stop taking care of the business yourself. Let me show you how people treat you. When you walk in the door with an entourage, security, an assistant, a manager, they take you serious because they believe that you are willing to pay for this type of professionalism around you. And you got enough to be able to have this much entourage around you. It sells. I can tell you all this, and every person that own a club and everything, I can hear this, and it's still gonna be A1. They're not gonna turn you away, no dope, bro. I promise you. Any artist in Oklahoma City, if you start showing up to all these clubs, every time you just want to make a scene, stop trying to pass the DJ your motherfucking music. Stop doing that. Go to these clubs, rent out all the sections. We in Oklahoma City, bro. How much is the sections? Not a lot. Go rent out all the sections. Make people ask you to get in that damn area. Cause it ain't nothing but you and your team. Y'all 5 or 6 people in a section that hold 40, 50. You see what I'm saying? Make yourself useful. Stop using your rapping to thinking that's what's gonna happen. Everybody out here in Oklahoma City got talent, bro. Y'all gotta start putting some snap behind your rap. I hate for it to rhyme like that, but it's just the truth. They don't believe you. Let's talk about this. Let's go on and get to it. It's the 3rd time this thing need to be fixed. I probably dropped about 7, 8, 9 diamonds out of this thing. I got insurance on this hoe. And these ain't even VVs. You feel me? Swear to God, these ain't VVs. No matter how busting you think these motherfuckers, these ain't VVs. These SIs. They real diamonds. Go check my page for the diamond tester video, bitch. You feel me? But
SI's here too. Don't let little
yeah, they do.
Like.
But let me tell you how you break shit like this. Not ever being having no money before. I don't know nothing about no jury, no money. Man, let's all jump in the pool with this thing. That's why I look like this. It's still busting, fresh out the pool, with a couple diamonds missing. But I got insurance and it's mine, and I'm, you know, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm still paying on this motherfucker, bro. This motherfucker wasn't cheap. Like, it was, this motherfucker cheap. I ain't gonna tell you how much this motherfucker cost. I don't want nobody to be looking me in my face on how much I paid for it. But bitch, I got all bag ass in this motherfucker. And we talking about 82 pointers. So, you figure it out. Go look.
So take it back, GQ, like kind of the start, like how you even got introduced to him in the first place.
Once again, you ain't got shit like this, they don't believe you. Cause I walked in the house one day at my cousin Ricky's house and I told he wasn't, yeah, Rick B is my cousin. And my Uncle Sneak. I could tell when I told GQ what I was telling him at the time, at meeting him right there, that you don't believe me. I just got out of prison too, you know what I'm saying, for the 2nd time. The 2nd time I went was because of racing motorcycles. We ain't even gonna get into that whole damn thing. Like, it was actually a blessing that I went that time. Then I just gained Tulsa. Now I got a name in Tulsa now because I was DJing the whole time I was in prison. 500 comments, we'll explain that one too. GQ was sitting there playing some beats, bro, at Rick B's house. He was just running some beats. And I had a meeting in Atlanta to go to because I'm just getting out. I've been staying tapped in with all my celebrity friends and stuff. GQ played like roughly 3 beats. I'm like, where did this kid come from? Like, for real, bro. I'm like, where did he come from? I gotta work with him. I was out. was done with the music industry. I was just like, bro, I just realized this shit gonna have me away from home. It's gonna keep me away from, you know what I mean? I don't even have my city right now. Oklahoma City don't even know that I even exist any fucking more at this point. You feel me? And he started making it big. And I said, hey, bro, I like to take you to meet somebody. I said, I'm finna get ready to go to Atlanta and I'm finna get ready to go meet Buddha Bless this beat. Instantly, this bitch face go to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, another old ass rat capping ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. I knew in his heart he thought I was full of cap. He was like, for real? That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite producers. I'm like, okay. Well, whenever you want to, I'm going to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, shit, hold off. We'll go Monday. I'm like, okay. Well, all right. I didn't want to wait that long, but okay. So I set it up, made sure my boy Block 125 was going to be in Atlanta. That's who owns the Dope Boy clothing brand that everybody always see me wearing. He's a relative to Gucci Mane, but man, Block 125 run Atlanta, like, period. You feel me? He's one who helped get started with Black Amigo Gang, with Gucci Mane, not Gucci Mane, but with Future, with Young Thug. So I was setting up a situation to make sure we was being welcomed with open arms in Atlanta, and my ties wanted me to still be tied in. You know what I mean? So we get out here. We don't run into Buddha yet, but I ran into his artist, which my nigga Dontre, shout out to Young Whoa. I ran into my guy, and I guess because he had brought somebody with him, but I guess it was more of we couldn't catch up with Block at the time, but Block ended up calling me and said, hey, Jeezy want to see you. He found out he heard you out, because I had a previous relationship with Young Jeezy before going to prison. You know what I mean? Okay. No. Huh? No. Okay, I was gonna say I had a previous, you know what I'm saying, situation with Jeezy before. So he was like, man, he out. Man, tell him to come to the video shoot. I got this shit all on my fucking Snapchat and everything. So I go to the video shoot. I take GQ. I turn him and Trey. Shout out to my boy Trey. To the video shoot. Everything was cool. Everything turned out okay. But you can tell GQ was shell shocked. Like, what? Like, he's serious. Like, yeah. What the hell? So we ran into Block later on that day. No, that night we ran into Block. I think we ended up getting in the lab with him. Block or Booty? Block 125. Okay. Still ain't met Booty yet. Okay. So we got to the studio with Block 125. We made a magical song, bro. Like, the song was magic. To my GQ producers, of course. The next day, Buddha Bless His Beat called the phone. Now, mind you, I'm getting nervous because we're really out here to meet Buddha, but GQ is interested in the fact that we're right here with Jeezy and shit, you know what I'm saying? But in Block 125, he's okay with that, but he's really wanting to tap in with the Buddha Bless His Beat situation. Buddha calls. Said, meet him tomorrow at the condo. I'm so fucking happy. Cause let me tell you how I really feel about GQ at this time. I'm like, man, look. If I don't produce this, he's gonna leave me in Atlanta. Yeah, he's gonna leave me. In Atlanta. This is when we went. Right here. That's me and Buddha Bless His Beats when I got GQ up there too in Atlanta. So, the damn Jeezy thing, I don't know where that damn video footage is. I know that shit's there somewhere. Anyway, so GQ really was picky, bro, about who here it go, with him and the Young Jeezy situation. Look how blank GQ's face is. He just looks so petrified.
Never get a chance to do these visuals.
This is his first run. Buddha Bless His Beat was the first label. There you go. Look, there go Trey.
Trey.
Look. So Buddha calls. We get to the condo. This motherfucking GQ. Now, mind you, I go as a manager. He's the shit. You mind you, as a manager, you gotta think. You got to go in here and promote your artist. So I'm so geeked that we're finally getting a meeting. I didn't went in here and then told these people that he's better than fucking Kanye. Everybody like, oh boy, that is nigga Wurkk putting a lot on it. Don't listen when I'm saying, nah, bitch, you playing. He's better than Kanye for shit show. He was like, well, we gotta see this for ourselves. He said, man, so when I was having him hook up his stuff, he was missing some shit. I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. He fucking up already. You know what I mean? I'm nervous. I didn't already present. You don't know how I presented you.
So at this point, you fully managing him, or it's still just kind of, you still just...
I'm not managing
you just vouching for him, basically.
I'm just trying to make sure that the meeting goes well. Yeah. You feel me? Once this meeting is over, I've already ran him past one record label any goddamn way. Once this meeting is over, it's a burrito. I am going back to Oklahoma. I'm going to lay down. And I'm finna kick my boy Block for a little bit out here in Luni. I'm out, bitch, I'm gone. Catch a flight or whatever. So, at least I felt like I helped somebody in Oklahoma. That was my whole point. I'm like, well, I can't do nothing with, I'm already a producer. I'm already, who Buddha bless his beat is. It's just, this nigga got a platinum record and I don't at the time. We'll get to that too. So, yeah, if you didn't know, GQ has a platinum record. Yeah, and I do too. So,
you talking about the...
No, I know where we at.
Okay.
This is what surprised me. GQ did something that Buddha don't do. Can't do, probably. He not only produces, but he's an engineer. Now, mind you, everybody that's ever been around GQ knows this. But did you all know those beats that he's making? He's making those samples and them loops by hand like an old bitch baking biscuits. For real. People are going to programs and downloading those loops. He's making them by scratch. And he did it in front of Buddha. Because that's what he normally does. Instead of playing him some beats that he made beats in Buddha's face. That Buddha ended up saying, hey, I want my artist on that one. Buddha called me the next day, hey, I want to sign him. But this is after me and GQ had just asked me. I'm like, all right, bro. So did my thing. You ready to go? He was like, yeah. Let's go get something to eat. Then him and Trey do some weird ass pull to the double back to the back, want to talk to each other type shit. And I'm sitting outside. I'm relieved, bro. I'm smoking. You know what I'm saying? The rest of this little blunt I had. I'm relieved because I kept my word. I'm smoking, I'm on the phone. He walked up to me, I hang the phone up. I kind of figured what it was about. Him wanting to thank me for the situation. This motherfucker said, hey, what would you think about being my manager? I'm like, damn. Well, you know how to fuck up, don't you? You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. That's how I became his manager. Let me tell you something though, and then you can cut me off after this, but let me tell you something though. This is one thing I need to say to Barbie, Dez, P-Wop. Right now, that's the only ones I want to talk to. Don't get a manager until you get a manager like me. It makes no sense to allow somebody to manage your career that does not have pull. Meaning, GQ is where he's at because I know motherfucking everybody. I know everybody. And I mean everybody. When this interview drops, I would have already been in a meeting with LC from Def Jam. And a Thursday meeting with Rick Ross. It's in here. And I also have I miss Menace call. And I also have a meeting with this guy that linked me with L.A. Reid right here, G Wiz from Universal Records. When I fly from here and go to LA.
Yeah, no, so
for GQ.
I was gonna ask you to double back about that because you talked about the importance of like having a manager and having a team around you, and I understand the like optics of it, what you're saying, but it's also important to have somebody that can do something for you. Right,
that's what I mean. Yeah. It makes no sense
to have your homeboy be your manager.
Yeah,
just
it makes
to say
no.
You have a manager.
Why? He don't know more people than you. Just because he knows how to talk to somebody, because he look good for the situation, or he popular here at home. Who the hell do you know outside of here? That's what the point is to get it outside of here without having to prostitute your craft and yourself to people outside of here. Your management is supposed to do all that for you. You feel me? They supposed to go out and play cool with motherfuckers to figure out how to get you on and get right. And when you get a motherfucker like me, I ain't gotta play cool. I'm really cool. I'm really the cool person with all of these people. The president of TSF. That's my freaking road manager. It's my road manager. Yeah. Talk to him consistently. And he actually has one of my other managers right along with him, Tink. You see what I'm saying? Shout out Day Day. That's my manager. You know what I mean? I have an abundance of managers, but everybody's properly placed. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Levita McCool, world famous. She's my publicist. Like, bro, GQ came with a manager who has it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody needs to be upset about how did GQ make it on a tour with Peso. I had to go on tour with, my fault, I had to go on tour with TSF to keep up from his teammates being too upset at him for being on the road with them when they needed him on that one.
Yeah.
He could have made a bag on the one that I was on. Not saying he didn't make a bag on the one with Peso, because I'm pretty sure he did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about the pizzazz and the up in each one of them. But you gotta get somebody who got some rank, not because they cool or because they got a bag. If ask GQ this. If y'all want to ask GQ something, you want to talk about management, think I'm full of cap, ask GQ this. Ask him how much money I ever had to pay to get in any door. Ask him how much money I never had to pay to rest my head with any of these motherfucking celebrities. Ask him how many times we ever, anything, when he was with me, other than him coming out his pocket and paying for his situation. Like I posted not too long ago, if y'all want me to manage you, you're gonna guarantee me what I make sitting on my ass every fucking week. I'm clearing like 1,300 a week in 3 days. So that's a week for me, 3 days. You're gonna have to, if you want me to get off my ass to go out and get in front of these people to manage your situation because you feel like you hard enough, you're gonna make sure I'm taken care of. Y'all gonna make, and y'all ain't gotta make sure I'm taking care of you. Gonna pay me the dollar because I'm not the homie of the nigga that's sitting next to the nigga. I am that nigga that the homie gotta come talk to the man. You gotta come talk to me to talk to the man. And I'm states away. Nobody can talk to Compton Menace until they talk to me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna get the Maserati Jay unless they talk to me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm that person, that's exactly who I need to be for GQ. That's who I need to be for my brother that I'm now managing. Shout out 90 Bone. I got him signed before. I got him signed with Luni Coleone. I got my friend One Life, get ready for his album coming out, signed over here with us at MHG/Cash Money. I got GQ is coming up for a publishing deal right now. So, you know what I mean? And I'm wiggling. You can't be somebody like, I'm overlooked, big dog.
Yeah.
For shit show. In this city, I'm more top ranked than anybody that you're getting ready to put on here or that been on here. Because I promise you, ain't now one of them work with me long enough to find out I can put them further on than what they have. If your manager's feet are still stuck in this city, in this state, this county, this town, this whatever, bro, he ain't wiggling. I don't need my artist to be with me to go pull up. Hey, I got such and such. I'm gonna get him to come out here, but I need to know if this is cool. What this sound like? This cool? Man, you know how we is. We got to get a vibe off of them and see, okay, I just want to make sure it's cool. Because that means whatever they heard was cool. That's their way of answering saying it's cool. Going to bring the person out. I got that type of pull. Don't none of these people out here got that type of pull. Ask one person out here that's going to do it. How many times you just slept in the house with the big dogs that y'all done met out here? How many times y'all done been out of town and been, I just came off a yacht just doing personal time with the big celebrities, you know what I mean? Like, bro, that shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm still here, I got my humble ass down here talking about my motherfucking chain and every goddamn thing around all my niggas that I was broke with too. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? I was broke around a whole bunch of motherfuckers in Oklahoma City, so I like to be rich with them too. So I give that back out. That's a great freaking manager, bro. That's why me and GQ's situation is unbreakable, because I don't ever see nothing above what he wants to do. To Dez, Barbie, P-Wop. It's other that Kill Bill, you know what I'm saying? Kill Billy got fuck with them. But in N7 too, that's a part of P-Wop to me when I say that. Bro, and that's not to take away from no other artists, but those are the ones that I see that's gonna be the ones that's gonna take off first. If it's somebody else, so be it. But they're the ones gonna take off first, bro. Get managers, y'all. I mean, get managers. It don't have to be me, but you definitely need management. Somebody that get through the door. Somebody that knows somebody. Somebody that ain't got to pay to get you through no fucking door. You know what I'm sizzling? Don't do it. Don't sit back and allow your career to be slipping because you stubborn. I love Oklahoma City because of that, because most people out here is stubborn, bro. Get a manager. Please get a manager. And stop trying to go for a record deal and get you a publishing deal first. You feel me? Get you a publishing deal first. Stop going after record labels. Go get you a publishing deal first. Please. Yeah. That's what you do. That's a great manager. That's great manager talk, bro.
No doubt. So I wanna, we're gonna have to do a part 2 for sure already.
For shit show.
I don't wanna hold them too long, but I do wanna get you to touch on kind of the situation, like, you know, you talked about taking GQ to labels and stuff like that and how he ended up in the situation he ended up in and just kind of what that looks like.
Okay, I can rush through this.
You all right, rush through it, but
right. Okay, after the Jeezy situation, see, that wasn't his 125 Records opportunity. That didn't come until after that night at Street Execs and him doing the song with Block 125. He did like 2 songs with him. He got a chance to do those beats for Buddha. Buddha offered him an opportunity, but then he looked at some other issues. Like, I guess GQ didn't like the way Buddha was treating his artists. He felt like one of his artists should have been further on than he is. You know what I mean? And he's like, fucking, I'm working with him. I'm gonna help him get on. 125 was next though, but we left. Came to Oklahoma City and it came back to Atlanta. Then we went to Block 125 studio, which I have a key to. He finally just gave me the house. Like, here, bro, you can have this house. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna try to remodel it, fix it, whatever. So, okay, cool. So I brought GQ and Trey out there. We go on a slight little road trip with Block 125 and we go to Detroit.
Okay.
We went to Detroit and that's when GQ got a chance to really get around the situation. You know what I'm saying? He got a chance to linger out in Atlanta a little bit, got a chance to linger around. And that was his second opportunity to sign with somebody. Block 125 wanted him to sign. He wasn't feeling it. So we left. Came back to Oklahoma City. And then the tragic situation with him getting shot happens.
Yeah.
In the midst of him getting shot, the day that he got shot, that morning I had just got a call from Jay Prince Jr. from Rap-A-Lot. And this option was still on the table when he was doing his tour through TSF. So I'm gonna have to put the ending to that story at the same time, the beginning of that story. So anyway, Rap-A-Lot calls. And he was like, man, I heard about the producer. Jay Prince Jr. was like, I heard about the producer. This is one of my good friends, mind you. Jay Prince Jr. is one of my good friends. So even though he's an asshole, but like, that's my good friend. And he was like, well, bring him out here. Let me check him out. Pow, he gets shot in the face.
Yeah.
I call and beg, hey, bro, I need to bring him out there because, bro, I don't want nothing else to happen before this man can get an opportunity to. He's like, just come on, get him out here. Compton Menace calls. Why ain't you came home yet? I don't know. You know what? Why ain't I came home yet? Let me put Houston on hold, take this nigga to Cash Money.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Right as I'm making that phone call, hang that phone call up, my cousin's baby mama tried to run him over with a car. And let's just say, being a military brat kid is paid off, goddammit. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, listen. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen. All right, I'm in the kitchen when she's trying to run him over. One of my cousins come out, well, my uncle come out with the chop. My cousin comes around the car. She trying to hit him with the truck.
GQ.
No, GQ ain't there. He's trying to lick his wounds from the night or two before when he got shot. I kneel down in the kitchen, bro, like a whole MacGyver, bro, like top agent 101. And I dropped all 4 tires with 4 shots.
Damn.
Dropped all 4 of them, didn't hit not one body, not nothing. Dropped all 4 tires. Popped the pistol 4 times. Coldest aim. They even got this shit on video. Coldest aim you've ever heard in the world. Like, for real. So, and I'm talking about, I'm clipping the front tires through the front door. I'm taking the front doors at angles. I'm shooting at the front door like at an angle because the car is the booty of it too is the back of me as it's running, trying to run into him.
Yeah.
Like this is all a quick motion. I go clip front door, clip back wheel, clip front door. Yeah. It's the end of that. I don't shoot no more bullets than that. So I knew right then, it's time to go. Either the manager's going to be in prison forever, or the artist is going to be in a grave.
Yeah.
It's bad for us. If GQ don't even know, the only reason I'm still around is to do this interview and then I'm gone tomorrow. Now, mind you, I have a family, relationship, I have a whole situation out here, but he hates it. If he knows I'm in Oklahoma City, he just, it's just like me telling him I'm gonna manage somebody else. Say that, just, hey, that's how, if anybody ever want to tease or mess with GQ, tease him with that. So we get to LA, fast forward into it, we get to LA, meet with Compton Menace. He's trying to heal up still from the, the situation. Instantly goes to the studio with DJ Paul. Bam, he's in the studio with Compton Menace, knocked down track after track after track after track after track. I think the West Coast vibe of music didn't fit him. He had more fun in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But he didn't really want to do Atlanta music. He just wanted that Atlanta vibe. That's his thing, like this. So he hit a breaking point in LA and was like, bro, I'm ready to go home. And he got with his people and I got my people. We just got him a flight and got him back home. He cried. This boy, listen to me. You cried a lot, but we made it. It took us 10 weeks. It took us 10 weeks to get him signed and get him lined up and signing. Because now we get back to Oklahoma City from LA when I come back from LA and I see Compton Menace is in Houston, finna turn up. So I call him like, you want me to slide to Houston, come fuck with you? He was like, yeah, man, come on out here. I ain't tripping, come out here. So shout out to my management Snag. He came and provided, you know what I'm saying? We had a rental car, so he provided to make sure we had the Airbnb. We had the Airbnb. Motherfucker was lit out there in Houston. We had a good time. We stayed out there about 2 or 3 days. Got a chance to take GQ through meeting Sauce Walka. He got a chance to meet the comedian Jay Cans. I got a chance to, I end up DJing for a Netflix special out there at that time to get him in. I prostituted my time. I said, that's a thing. But I prostitute my skills and my time. I have to make sure my artist gets on, bro. But it's got to go for that. You know what I mean? As a manager. You feel what I'm saying? It's gotta work. It's gotta happen. And he's watched it. That's why GQ won't. There's no way we're gonna break, bro.
Yeah.
He's watched me seriously let motherfuckers talk to me crazy, bro. Just to get him on. For real. He's watched it. He's watched motherfuckers undermine my authority on shit. Just so I could get him through the door. And he know that ain't my vibe. He knows it. He knows it. He knows I ain't that. And he'll tell you ain't nobody in the world drive better than me.
Drive?
As you call him right now. Who's the best driver in the world? GQ, who do you think got the best condition driving in the world?
Yeah.
A1. I done say this boy's life a million times when I don't want to put it in danger too. I'm talking about for real. GQ was hard, bro. We got to Houston and he did nothing. He sat there and said nothing, but I didn't really need him because he's shy. This is the time when we figured out that he didn't want to sign with Rap A Lot too. Because he said he was robbing Compton Menace and he heard how, you know what I'm saying, a conversation went over. He was just like, nah, because it sound like Rap A Lot's 95 Death Row. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be over there. So he still respect J Prince Jr. or whatnot. He just said that is not where he wanted to be at. So that was his little run. Those are the labels. So he had, let's run them down. Buddha Bless His Beat, Block 125 Records, Cash Money West, well, Compton Menace, MHG, Cash Money West situation. Rap A Lot, TSF. And he put it on me about the signing. He gave me a time limit. He was hard on me.
Yeah, he told us that, like, when his daughter was about to be born, like.
Bro, and that he added, that's cap. He really wanted it before that. He wanted it before I turned 20-something, before that birthday. He said, I need to be signed by then, or in a situation. I said, that's easy, but it's your petty ass that don't want to do right. You know what I mean? So, and every time he cries, I cater to it. Even though I hate the shit, I cater to it like a motherfucker. I do, because I know how special he is. Yeah. But GQ had an opportunity to be with any one of those labels, and he chose TSF because of the family orientation that they have. That dripping over there is lifestyle. You know, that's a whole lifestyle over there. And I need for everybody to know that GQ, his success is because of his talents, but his push is because he has an incredible manager. For real. I do stuff for my artists that, let's put it like this. If I'm managing you, you ain't talking to no little homies. I'm taking you straight to the top. Now what you can do with it or what you don't do with it is on you. I'm taking you to the top. I don't have no low bottom nothing. Like seriously, like with this situation right here, I'm praying for my prediction to come through for this interview for part 1, part 2. You know what I mean? We're gonna see how many people really want me to come back and do another interview. I might be the little boosty to y'all's Vlad. You know what I mean? Like all the top views is when I come on, but it's grabbing the eye of, and I got other people that I can bring for y'all to interview, like the top ranked celebrities when they out here in town for shit show. I can start getting y'all tapped in with the peso thing. I could have got y'all that interview. You know what I mean? I could have got y'all the peso interview. I didn't really know the schematics, but these are my guys, and they know how hard, all these celebrities know how hard I work for them. Yeah. Not just for my artists, I work hard for them too. I make sure, because there's a lot of professionalism they don't have, that I make sure that they tapped in with and make sure they got, because I do got it. I'm just that person, work with it. But please, you all, don't feel no type of way about GQ's moves. GQ is trying to move and make sure he can secure his spot to be able to give back how he needs to, or reach back how he needs to. So please just bear with him. He's not ignoring nobody. He think about everybody. I know how to be able to keep that part. But, bro, that's his signing situation. And it was hard. It was hard. 10 weeks. Yeah. 10 weeks.
You got the best manager in the world though, so you got it.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's why I was, because my favorite artist is P-Wop, fucking Barbie, KO, and Dez. You hear me? Jane Todd June is hard. These are my artists, and I fuck with it. Man,
shout out to X. X is one of the ones that we've dealt with. This
right
doing this shit for sure.
Then I just discovered a new artist that I'm getting ready to work with by the name of Devin. He's out in Shawnee, and this cat here, he's actually like, for the people who really know who he is, like they know what they call him, but the dude is going to surpass the shit out of everybody, bro, if they don't pay attention to how hard this dude is. It's like he's Drake. He's Drake.
Yeah.
For real. I hate for him to be the same skin complexion and the mixed complexion of the situation, but the boy's hard.
Yeah.
He's hard. And he has what it takes. But Barbie and all of them, y'all have what it takes, and y'all are still doing it, and I respect to keep that grind going. Please keep that grind going. But get management. If you want me to manage y'all's management of y'all team, call me up. You hear me? Call me up. I still work with people. Man, let me help y'all get to the doors that y'all been trying to get through. Man, let me tell you how much that shit costs when you don't know nobody.
For sure, no doubt. Well, you gave a lot of game. I hope people soak it up. I appreciate you sitting down with us.
And big shout out to Ice Event Center, man. Big shout out to Livewire. You know what I'm saying? Black Umbrella. You know, Steady Eddie, my dispensary company that my family run. Shout out to GQ. Man, shout out to our part two. I'll get on top of the producers out here too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got comments and stuff about the Ron Stovall's and the Chris Cutters and, you know, some of the bandmans, everybody else that's out here. Not all of it's good, not all of it's bad, but, you know, I still want to give a shout out to them, because at the end of the day, I don't want to use this platform to cut nobody down, because everybody on this platform need a up. You know what I mean? So, and I'm definitely gonna give them an up. I appreciate the grind that they putting into it, but pay attention, because there's somebody else out here that's putting in the time that don't nobody, wherever your ego and your pride want to allow you to go to, I've already been, and I'm in that door. So I want to give a big shout out to these people. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't forget nobody. Man, big shout out to, like I said, the club and the venues that I mess with. I'm gonna put a middle finger up to this. Shout out to Sky's Paradise, man. Make sure for all your strip club desires, man, go out there and fuck with Sky's Paradise, man. My nephew and my weird ass brother run that thing, but at the end of the day, they got a business and it's running because they can get a chance to, you know what I mean, work and do what they do. I want to definitely thank Music Man for everything. Shout out Wayne and this thing, my cousin, you know, but man, come out to the Brick House Saloon and Shawnee. I'm gonna be out there a lot, and this the Brick House on Fridays, Brick House Saloon, something like that. Come out there, man. In Shawnee, it's lit. They got the only club with a dispensary in it. Yeah, bitch, they sell liquor and weed.
That's dope.
You feel me? They sell liquor and weed. It's legally bound. They got the door that come, but you can see through the shit. It's all crazy. But, man, make sure y'all come out. I'm giving plugs out on that stuff. Yes, I just got off a tour. My bad. Y'all forgot to ask me about that. Yes, I just came off a tour with Sauce Walker. I mentioned a lot of different stuff around it, but I just got off a tour with Sauce Walker. I'm getting ready to start a tour with, I'll show y'all this, with NLE Chopper. I'll be starting a tour with him. There we go. His dad, Papa Chopper. He sent me a tour flyer right here.
Yeah.
So that's the whole tour flyer for the NLE Chopper tour. So I'll be on that. Plus I'll be on the Jet Life tour with Spitter and Wiz Khalifa. So I got a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah, I got to do Shorty in Texas on the 8th. I got to be, I got Kush Stock to do in LA. I'll give y'all it's sometime in August, so I'll give y'all the dates on that. But man, I just want to give a plug to everything. Dope Boy Clothing Brand. Make sure you tap in, hit my DM or whatever. DJ Wurkk. Don't ever forget that. It's the best way to spell it. You know what I mean? Pull up on me. I got a full management company. That's why I speak on me, because if it's up under me, then you know it's right. So man, if you got artists that do need artist development, get with me. I got management that can get them right and get them circulating through the hard circuits out here and get them right and get them pushed to where now I can walk them to a door, because as you see, I don't do nothing small. These phones, I got, bro, everybody that know me know I got 3 numbers, 2 phones, 3 numbers. And the best way to get in contact with me is social media. So big shout out to OakA, man. Y'all hardcore for this. And hopefully we did number 2.
We're gonna definitely have to do it again. I got a lot more questions and stuff. I'm gonna have to watch this one back, but I think we almost had like 2 hours, so I don't wanna
No, it's cool.
I don't wanna hold them too long. But man, I appreciate you sitting down with us.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. Appreciate y'all. And anything else y'all wanna know, put it in the notes and say we need to do another one.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think I gave you all enough footage, enough right now to run this for a couple.
Definitely.
All right, it's your boy DJ Wurkk, man. Y'all just tuned in and I'm giving you the okay.